Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today I am doing something totally new. Obviously you can see I am not in a deer stand yet. This is going to air during deer season, but hey, watch it if you want to. If you don't want to, that's great. Let me flip you around here and I'll show you what we're doing. Alright, so see, I've got some colors laid out. That bottle is plastic, or plastisol technically. This, there we go. This is a swim bait mold, swim bait for fishing. There you go, you can see that. That's what it'll look like. Oh, wing nut, we can't have that. Okay. Alright. And then this one, get these wing nuts off. See? It's going to be 2-inch grubs. So, this is my first time. This is my first time making them, and I mean, like, I've done a lot of research on this. My dad wanted to do this years ago, and we never did because it was very expensive before to do it. So, me and him never did. But I'll show you the process on what we do here. So, zoom in right here. Alright, so got this measuring cup. Got this plastisol. We're going to pour. We're going to do a cup there. Okay. And all you do is put this in your microwave. And I have not used this one yet, so turn it on, let it roll. Alright, so this is what we're looking with. See, 372, so it should be good. You actually want to get it around 350 or so, so this will be probably about perfect once we get the colors mixed in. So for this first one, we're going to do red. Drop a couple drops in there. Let's stir that up, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's going to look nice, isn't it? And then my wife wanted me to try purple flakes in it. We'll open up this purple. Put these flakes in there. Okay. It says actually grape, but you know, grape, purple, whatever. There we go. Let's check temperature again. 349. We're right at perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put her down in there. Move this over here. Hopefully all this is getting recorded in there so for you to see. Alright, we're going to try this again. Maybe. Alright, so what's happening is this stuff's gelling before I can do anything with it. We're going to have to reheat all this. We may have to get a hot plate for the molds to be on. go ahead and open this mold up and look at it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a hot plate. So if you look at this, what happened when I injected it, hopefully I am recording here. Yep. Alright, so what happened when I injected it, it did fill all the way through because the molds are cold. So I only got a partial, but there's still, I got some. So I'm gonna see if we got anything on the swim bait. You know, and honestly, I was expecting to take more plastic in. This is only a 3-inch gun, or 3-ounce gun. And I thought I was going to end up having to buy the 6-ounce, but I thought, well, no, I'll get the 3-ounce. But I guess I didn't realize how much 3 ounces would actually do. It's pretty amazing. And I know I'm just rambling. Let's look at this. Well, there's our swim bait. Looks pretty good. Alright. So that was almost successful. Almost in. I really do need something to make these molds a little hotter. So I'm going to take these in, turn you guys off for a second, take these in, show everybody inside, and come back and we'll do some more. Alright guys, I really apologize. I don't know what you've seen, what you haven't seen yet. I'm going to try to do better on this next round. I've got it warming back up. I didn't realize how quick it actually sets up. I mean, it was literally in those things for maybe a minute, if that. And it was set up and ready to go. So, yeah. Here while we're waiting on it, I'll show you. Here's kind of our finished product. So I'll keep going, keep shooting until this is done, and then they want me to do a yellow with purple flake. We'll do that, and yeah, we'll see how this turns out. All right, that's done. Let me put my glove on, pull it out, and check it. Let's see how it looks. Oh, we're probably gonna have to stir it, do it some more. It's still kind of gummy up in there. Yeah. Definitely needs to go longer. Hey, and the good thing about doing this stuff is once it sets, you'll be able to peel it right off here. And clean this out and do a different color or whatever. Just getting this all stirred in there. Yeah, see, it's only 278 and we need it at least 340, 350. Do another minute, see what that looks like. Until I get used to how long I need to go and how many minutes and stuff. We'll do it minute by minute. Looks like 3 minutes is right about the sweet spot when you're starting out with a fresh batch. That was about where it was at when we got it at the right temperature earlier to mix in color and everything. And I've got a ton of colors, guys, so I bought sample packs. You see this, and I only used about 6 ounces, or 6 ounces, sorry, 6 drops of color to get that color I've got. And I bought sample packs. And they've got, I think, 12 or 13 base colors. Then I bought a sample pack of the glitter, or the whatever you want to call it, glitter, sparkle, whatever they're called. I can't think right now. I bought a sample pack of that, and that came like with like 20 different sizes and colors and everything. So really, it was really, really good deal. If you decide you want to try to do this stuff, I bought my molds and my gun. Bass Tackles actually got some starter kits, which is what I did. We're still not quite there. We'll do another 30 seconds. Let me stir this up a little bit. This is kind of nice. This isn't getting a lot of oxygen in it, which is good. Or air. You don't want air pockets in it. That's one thing I have learned watching videos on these. But Bass Tackle is where I got these. It was a starter kit. Starter kit came with this, with a color, one glitter, the gun. So basically everything you need to get started, and you can pick between a swim bait, the grubs, and there was a couple others, I don't remember what it was. And then you can also upgrade your gun from a 3 ounce to a 6 ounce. 3 ounce is plenty fine from what I'm seeing. And then you'll just need something to melt your plastic in. Everyone I've watched use stuff like this, just this cheap Pyrex from Walmart. Still not there. It's only 330. Still not quite there. Want it to get a little bit warmer, about 350. So we're going to check it again before we put it back in, just to make sure, because there's quite a bit of steam coming off. Let's double check it. That ain't right. Yeah, 330. So let's do a little longer. This is something you'll want to get to, because, as you see, I'm measuring my temperature quite often. And they make so many different types of these molds. Once we get good and liking them, we're going to get a couple more. I'm going to get a crawl mold, a frog mold, and a couple worm molds. I've got a local store that's willing to try to sell these for me if we start making them where we like to. I'm hoping. The plan is, alright, 362, that's good. The plan is to have Slim Chance Outdoors own, okay, why is this thing not sucking? Alright, so something's not right. Something must be gelled in there or something. We'll have to clean it out real quick, and then probably have to heat this back up. So apologies, guys. You are learning with me, so you're seeing my mistakes. I'm gonna post all these mistakes so you guys can learn from them too. Yeah, look, if you can see that, it's definitely clogged up. So alright, so take your gun apart after each usage. Yeah, there's stuff in there, and clean it. Move that over there, peel that stuff off, peel that back in there, and then pry this sucker off. Whew, it's definitely hot. Probably would not hurt to have two of these kind of gloves, these heat gloves, because man, I can tell you, stuff's hot. You don't want it. You don't want this stuff on your skin, because that'll definitely burn you. All right, we're almost there, guys. There we go. So that right there. Here we go. That's why we weren't getting any. I'll throw that over to the side for now. Put this sucker all back together. All right. Let's stir this around again. I bet we've lost our temperature, but let's see. Oh no, still pretty warm looking. 347, we're good to go. All right. I mean, it doesn't take much. Get all that out of there. Give it a second. Here's what I'm going to not do this time. Once I go to heat this next batch up, I'm going to put all my plugs. That's what I think. That's what the guy I watched called these, is plugs, these extras. I'm going to put them all to the side there. So this is already cool. Go ahead and clean the gun. I mean, this is basics here from stuff that I've watched, so. Whew. It's hot. Yeah. Very hot. I may have to go grab some more barbecue gloves. We're gonna clean this plug real quick. Clean this out. Try not to burn myself. See, we got another one. Pull that out. It's good and clean. Push that back in. So apparently you will be taking this thing apart a lot, so make sure you know how to work your gun really good. And I'm learning with you guys, so. Alright, let's take a look. I'm not convinced my swim mold's going to be good this time because of how I poured it, but we'll see. No, it turned out good. Turned out really good. Hopefully you can see that. Pull him off. Throw that right over there. It's cool looking. Alright. Let's put this back together. Now I'm doing this outside, just in my yard. I just threw a table up and got all my stuff in a big tote. And when I say all my stuff, this microwave is designated for doing this. I purposely bought it. I went and just bought the cheapest microwave I could find at Walmart. And then hopefully that didn't screw our louvers up just then. We'll find out, won't we? Did not. Look at those. Those came out beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, guys. But I'm doing this all outside. One thing you're going to want to do, if you've never watched anyone do this before, and you do decide to try to do this yourself, you do have to cure these for 24 hours, and you want them to lay out the way that you want them to look. So, you know, these curlicues, we want them nice and flat. There we go. Put it all back in there and we'll do another run. Set up. Alright, let's get this stirred around a little bit. Still got plenty in there. Probably way past temperature. Yeah, 323. So Put it back in there. Go for 30 seconds again. Hopefully you guys aren't totally bored. You're still paying attention, watching. And hopefully I haven't scared you off if I've been in the video with my shirt off. It is 80 degrees outside, and being around this hot stuff, makes it hot, guys. So, you know, bear with me here. But like I said, I've just got a little spot set up outside. Just set a table up. I've got all my stuff. I keep them in this red tote. If you set up a spot like inside in a garage or something, just, you know, do everyone a favor. Make sure that you have proper ventilation, because you don't want to breathe these fumes in. 344, we're good to go, guys. Okay. And one thing I have been told when I was watching these is make sure you top your screws off there. That's what those are called. That's what the top's called, is the screw where you put it in. Because as that plastic's cooling, it's going to suck that down in there into that mold. So just to make sure that, you know, you are filling your mold all the way, you want to have, you know, you want to have that where it'll fill in. Go ahead and work on this for a second, get that off. I'm going to put all that right there, and we're going to do that here in a little bit. Yeah, that's piping hot. We're going to wait a second to do the gun this time. Let's go ahead and take a look. I mean, you see how fast I'm moving here. I'm not sitting here waiting hours or anything. This is a fairly quick process. So, there we go. There's our swim bait. Take that off, throw it in our pile. Hopefully you can see that little guy. Cool. I have to look and see how many of those go in a package. This mold makes one individual swim bait at a time, so making enough to go into a package, we're gonna have to figure that out. We have to figure out how many times we gotta fill this mold. I'm thinking maybe 5 in a package. Oh. And then these grubs, we're making 6 of them at a time. Something you want to keep in mind while you're making these, if you do decide to do it as a hobby, or to maybe sell some customs, pull that out. That look at that, isn't that pretty? You want to make sure that, you know, you're not getting air pockets into them. One guy I watch, he does put his plastic in. After he microwaves it, he'll put it into a vacuum chamber, vacuum out any air. But you know what? With this plastisol I'm using from Bass Tackle, I'm not noticing any problem with that. I seem to be doing pretty good. All right, let's see. Still pretty warm. Let's see if we can go ahead and deal with it though. Yeah, it's getting easier to come out. There we go. Well, look at this, guys. I mean, you see that right there, that pile? That's all plastic that I can remelt more lures with. So, out of 1 cup, we're making quite a few. Just all put back together, and I think I've got enough in my cup to make one more run. Let's see what we're at. Yeah, it cools down quick. I mean, we're at 257, so yeah, it cools down real quick. But I am going to say suggestion is have 2 gloves, because I am noticing that you're having to touch some of this stuff and it is warm. Don't want to be doing that with your bare hands and hurting yourself. So definitely some gloves are going to be needed. I would say also a chair, because you know you've got some time sitting around here and I'm standing, my back's hurting a little bit, but you know. Oh, I only got up to 290. That's let's stir it around real quick just to make sure. Is that? Yeah, we're only at 290, so back in we go. Once you get where this, you know, I'm already really enjoying this quite a bit. But you've got so many different colors and combinations you can do. Right now I've got a single gun. You can get a double gun. You can get a swirl block or a mixed block to do different patterns and stuff. You could get a triple gun where you could do 3 different colors at once and really do some cool things. So a lot of really neat stuff you can do with this little hobby, or you know, business, whatever you want to do with it. There we go, 340. Okay. And then if you want, you can even do, they have pour molds, and what a pour mold is, instead of using an injector like this, you gotta slipped out of my hand. You got an open mold. You just heat this up and then you just pour it in there, and then you know let it set up, and it makes a makes your lure. So I'm going to shut you off. I'm going to go through this and I'll turn you back on when I get to a different color. Alright guys, so went ahead and shot quite a few more. I think I've got 5 swim baits, and that would give me 30 2-inch grubs. This is all the excess from being in the bottom of the glass thing that I'm heating everything in, and then on top of the screws here, and then out of the tube. So this I'll just save and I'll melt it down for that same color. I've got some fresh heating up right now. Got the molds ready. This time we are going to do this grape, and we're going to do some chartreuse. We'll see how that turns out. So just waiting on the plastic to heat up. I'll turn you back on when that's done, when we start mixing color. So it looks like 3 minutes right on the dot for half a cup. And this microwave is going to be kind of money. We were at like 320, 330 just then. I want it to be a little bit hotter. Put it back in for another 30 seconds. We should be on money. 383, so a little bit hotter than I want, but that's okay. Alright, so some chartreuse. Just a few droplets in there. Oh yeah, it's going to be pretty. Then let's get the only bad thing about buying this sample kit, it comes in baggies, and with your heat gloves they are hard to manage. So I'm going to put our glitter in there, put that off to the side. Get it all mixed up, and then we'll see what temperature we're at. Oh yeah, that's sexy looking. Look at that. Hopefully you can see this color. It is beautiful. Alright, let's see. 360, we're good to go. Okay. Doesn't take much. See all that steam? You don't want to breathe that stuff in. Alright, we're going to let it sit and we'll see what these things look like. They got to be gorgeous, this chartreuse with purple flakes. Ought to be beautiful. And again, just like before, got to clean it. Okay, don't do that on me. There we go. Try not to drop your stuff like me, but you know. Yeah. .314. I mean, that cools down quick, guys. Here, let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but that little pocket there, how it's indented, that's from this thing cooling off and sucking in that. Again, you want to make sure you got plenty in there for it. Look at that. Now that is beautiful. Oops, dropped it. That is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully, I can't tell. Oh shoot. Can't tell if you guys can see that or not. But that's pretty. I'll shoot some better video of the lures once we get inside where I can see the camera. I can't see the camera out here because of the so bright. I'm gonna have to set this up like in the barn or something if I'm gonna be shooting video making these and doing different color combinations for you guys. I mean, let me know. Give me a comment on the video. Let me know if this is something you'd like to watch, you know, on our channel. Us making these. Would like to get all the guys involved. I know everyone's doing stuff right now, so yeah, those are beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful. It's a really cool color. But you know, you can mix and match, you know, like you could mix the chartreuse colors with something to get something totally different. You could mix, you don't even have to put the glitter in it to get that sparkle. You just go straight chartreuse. Just, you know, it's whatever you want. So, alright, I'm going to shut you guys off. I'm going to run through all this plastic real quick, and then I'll turn you back on inside and let you see kind of the finished product of both runs. Alright, here's finished product. And then here's the chartreuse. Those darker ones, what happened is I got the plastic a little hot, and when you get the plastic a little too hot, it starts to burn, so that's what happened there. It's just a lesson learned for me. Hopefully you guys can learn from it. That happened at about 370 degrees, so yeah, keep it 350 to about 330 and you're good. Thanks for watching, y'all.